Hello, YouTube. This is Ben Yussel. Just kind of tired, slept in a little bit today. Just had to have a kind of a weird sleeping schedule. Try to get back on track here shortly. Um, I have a question for. Well, I have some. This is kind of again more of a vlog kind of video. How things are going recently. Um, I have a lot of new students. I do mean a lot. A lot. I think just 5 new students, at least, that have either started lessons or will be starting lessons shortly with me just today. And that's not including the several that I've gotten just the last few weeks. So I'm doing really good that way, which is awesome. But anyway, do you feel more experienced that way? So I want to talk not too long about this. Just debating where to go for grocery shopping a little bit today, later on today, and I'm gonna have a day off, thankfully, so I might make a few more videos. We'll see. I know this is New Year's Eve, basically today. But I guess I realized. Well, I don't know. Trader Joe's does not have that great of red meat, other than their German sausages. Their German sausages, their bacon and stuff. And the chicken sausages. That's just fine. The red meat is not very good unless it's lamb. Lamb is good there. Chicken's fine. Fish is okay, but beef is not good. So, anyway, their produce is kind of okay. It depends on what it is. Again, but I haven't been going. I used to go to PCC a lot. I'm gonna be taking a break on those guys for a little while. They're amazing. They're still the most amazing store, but it's a little pricey, and they just don't have a lot of things that I would like to get when I'm going grocery shopping. And for Christmas, I got a $100 Whole Foods gift card, so that would be nice. I just don't know if I'll use it yet. Might make sense to use it later. I don't know. So I'm thinking QFC today. I'm going to QFC, Quality Food Center, right? Because they have good quality stuff. Maybe not quite as high as PCC or Whole Foods quality, especially PCC, but depends on what it is. And sometimes you can get really good stuff. And honestly, in the winter, well, it's meat and vegetables and other stuff, but it's just that you don't have the berries up here in temperate areas of the world, Washington, and I do love berries, and you don't want to overdo the juice, so it's like But then of course you have farmers markets in the summer, so there's this train of thought of again, how worth it is it to have really high quality meat? I think it can be, but worth it. But it's a question of how tasty it is too. I mean, like for me, beef is one of these things where I'm finding there's a lot of beef that's subpar, and so I mean, I've got to the point where I'm kind of a meat snob, and so if there's any reason to go to a higher, really more expensive grocery store, it would be in the winter because of the meat, which isn't really always a sufficient reason to go there, because you have other stores that have decent quality meat, especially if you don't eat very much red meat. If you have more eggs and fish, chicken and turkey and stuff, you can just get that stuff. And man, I mean, if you're just getting a little bit of red meat, just go to the higher quality store just for the red meat in the winter and stuff. In the summer, go to farmers markets primarily. And so maybe I'm wondering if sometimes some of these higher quality grocery stores are, they have to compete with, again, the cheaper stores. And it's just an uphill battle for a lot of healthy stores. And so I'm wondering if the solution and this is outside of what I'm going to do somewhat. So I'll still go to PCC, just a question of when. But I wonder if the solution is for every, I keep thinking this is the case. You need to have small gardens and countless numbers of them everywhere. So, like in Japan, well, I don't know if Japan's about, yeah. In Japan, they really try to maximize land use by having gardens wherever they can. In Holland, it's similar, but Japan especially is the case. So, in bigger areas, if we're going to we need to eat more fruits and vegetables. And winter, that's not always easy, but maybe go heavier on the vegetables and apples and stuff, but and citrus fruits or whatever. But the thing is yeah, we should have a lot more small gardens everywhere, and have community gardens, have them privately owned, but community gardens especially have some owned by some people, or if you work there, you can kind of have some of the food. We should have some that are just free for everybody, taken care of by the government. Put some of the money that we waste into some of this stuff that actually goes to food to help people out. Just have more local fruits and vegetables everywhere. And then a lot of stuff that's owned by stores. I mean, I do mean a lot of stuff. Just a lot more land use where we can for organic, non-GMO, sustainable, really high quality, real fruits, vegetables. And have that just be something that, like, everybody eats more of. And bring the prices down, because they're a lot more common. Have less land for beef cattle. I hate to say it, but, it's not super amazing for you. But more especially, all that manure, which is maybe good for the soil, but no, I just don't think we've overdone cows. It's overdone. And maybe decrease the chicken population in the southeast United States. Consider more lamb, but just more fruits, vegetables, and beans and nuts as well. I mean, I don't know, the grain thing. If I was in the Midwest, the amount of land devoted to soybeans, GMO soybeans and corn and pigs, I kind of feel bad for Iowans. You'd think Iowa's a pretty ideal place to live if you like flat land and farming thing. You know how amazing Iowa would be if you would have like apple orchards and vegetable farms and berry farms and just a wider variety of food grown, and some more parks and some more wooded areas instead of all this crap GMO corn. Maybe the pig stuff's okay, but pork meat is maybe not super amazing for you. I just had a bunch of it recently because it was cheap and like, oh, it's a good sale, but it's some stuff about it that isn't so great. So anyway, getting back to my train of thought here is where to go grocery shopping. I may go QFC, but maybe just we'll stick to the healthier areas and trying to figure out more and more, trying to eye red meat if I get it and if it's a good cut of meat or not. Honestly, like I try the marbling, it's great, especially if it's that kind of orangey yellow if it's grass fed. It's gonna be good stuff. But I'm very wary of not just the meat glue stuff, but also like using cheaper stores, but also like the dye used to make meat look fresher. So I mean, these are reasons why you don't get you don't buy produce and fish. You don't buy produce and fish, poultry, meat at really cheap stores. Maybe some produce, but it's just because they do this crap. Especially who would buy beef at Winco? I've seen the beef there before. It is pretty. Yeah. Then I'm sure there's even worse places. But I mean, like the Mexican little grocery stores, or you can get like the meat there. You know, I remember getting meat there. It was actually pretty tasty. I'm not going to say that they're really high quality, but it actually was. I mean, if it was tasty, it was like, maybe it's in the spices. Maybe they just, I don't know. But I've had some pretty nasty meat as of late from Trader Joe's, especially. I had mentioned this before. So I go to Trader Joe's to get tasty stuff that's more in the realm of goodies and snacks, and some other stuff too. Trader Joe's needs to up its game. They need to stop. They need to have some quality control with the red meat, especially beef. I'm talking more beef more than anything. And we need more gardens everywhere. A wide variety of different people that own them and different things like that. And if we just make fruits and vegetables more commonplace everywhere and a wider variety of them, it'll bring the prices of those foods down, which we need to, be healthy. So anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later.